Advantage, you're in control. Close as quickly as you want and do it on your own terms. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-2747 or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys. Unwrap the savings at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event, where every Subaru purchase helps make a difference. Drive home a brand new 2024 Subaru WRX or Solterra with 0% financing, or a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with just 3.9% financing. Visit OceanSubaruOC.com.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, and all buyers or vehicles will qualify. 0% APR for 48 months on the WRX and 72 months on the Solterra. 3.9% APR for 72 months. 7-year purchase or lease. Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charity. Plus tax, title, and dock fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 1/02/2025.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. You know those memes about guys panicking over last-minute holiday shopping? Yep, that's me. Guilty. You don't want to be that guy, okay? This year, don't be the guy that ends up falling for the trap of, oh, you don't have to get me anything. No. It's a trap, okay? My holiday strategy is less stuff, more flowers. I'm sending farm fresh flowers from the Books Company, and I've got 25% off your entire Books purchase, so you can send some too. Their flowers are cut fresh, sourced directly from the best flower farms, so they last way longer. And it was easy. I picked a bouquet, set my delivery date, and that's it. Get a festive bouquet for mom, a mini tree for grandma, and go big with a flower subscription for your wife or your girlfriend or that significant other. And right now, you'll save 25% off with my promo code ESPN. Go to Books.com. That's BOUQS.com. Use the promo code ESPN. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Books. Promo code ESPN.
Harry Douglas here. Say goodbye to bulky, clunky shavers that clutter your bathroom. Not only do you get an incredible shave, Panasonic's Palm Razor has a sleek, elegant design that adds a touch of sophistication to your bathroom. It also conveniently charges with a USB cord. Visit shop.panasonic.com/sports to shop for the Palm Razor. Use promo code Harry for 10% off exclusively for ESPN radio listeners. That's shop.panasonic.com/sports, promo code Harry.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
It's time for Sedano and Cap.
A little sabor, and we're going to just nosh.
It is George Sedano. It is Scott Kaplan. Sedano and Cap is on.
I'm going to have to say respectfully, I'm going to disagree.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know.
The LA Afternoon Drive takeover.
He likes to lay the wood.
Yeah. You say Kikuchi.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year.
Christopher can go to hell.
Oh, nothing worse than the horse.
Nah, man, black don't crack.
Benjamin Pratt is like, how do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. Hey, these Hard Knocks guys are all over me right now. It's like I'm in back of Dayton. You are a bit killer.
Because you got to talk about sperm?
Here we go.
You don't know. You don't know. And you know why you don't know? Because you're gutless, Andy. You're gutless.
Sedano and Cap.
God, I'm going to melt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy Kamenetsky in the house. A-Cam in for Sedano. This is Sedano and Cap. It is Friday. It's Friday. Today's December 20th, and we are zoning in now, A-Cam, on Christmas, on Hanukkah, on the New Year, and kind of working our way towards the end of 2024 and into 2025. How are we feeling today, Andy Kamenetsky? By the way, I don't know if you did this last night or not, okay? I'm going to make an observation. But it looks to me like you got a nice, fresh, clean shave on that melon of yours.
I actually did. Not only did I get a nice buzz, I think an even buzz on the melon, I also trimmed the beard.
I see that.
The beard and also the goatee. Like, I trimmed everything. I said, you know what, man? This is Cappy's last show of 2025. I got to look good for my man.
Oh, my.
I got to look good for this guy.
Wow, that is hot.
It can't just be DeAndre, selling all the sex appeal around here.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow. I mean, that makes A-Cam like 180 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Let's go, baby. Nice. You are looking good. I mean, DeAndre, look at that. Is that not a nice, clean, fresh shave on the melon of Andy Kamenetsky?
It is. It's a nice. It's clean right now,
Thank
man.
you.
It's looking real nice.
Very clean. And you shaved up the whole thing, the face, the punum. Oh, God, look at this kid.
Oh, my.
What a guy. So, Andy, I'm going to ask you a
need
question.
a room, Cappy?
I think at this point you and I do need a room. I think we do need a room. Yes.
I mean, Morales is going to get very, very, very jealous with this pillow talk that we're engaged in right now.
I know. I mean, we'll go right across the street to the East Central, you and me.
You're going to drive down?
You learn what a mounting is all about, buddy. I'll tell you that right now.
You mounted him.
Indeed. Andy, tell me this. Are you starting to watch what's going on right now as Notre Dame and Indiana are about an hour 38, I say about. They're an hour and 37 minutes and 54 seconds from playing the first ever of this college playoff system now between 12 teams. And they showed these guys walking in half an hour ago into the Notre Dame Stadium. It's like 3 o'clock Pacific time, making it 5 o'clock in Indiana, and it's pitch black out like it's midnight.
It's also presumably cold as hell, and there are a bunch of dudes out there working shirtless. Like, I don't know what is going on over there. Like, those guys, that's how you know these guys won it, because that's what it takes to go out there right now shirtless. Like, half the team is out there just in a pair of shorts. That is crazy.
Now, I can appreciate showing up for the pregame shirtless, because what you're saying to the other team is cold doesn't matter to me. I mean, look, the entire team, like the whole Notre Dame team, is out there doing their pregame warm-ups. They got on leggings and shorts and no shirts, which is to say, we're tough. We can handle this weather, no problem.
I mean, they're interviewing. I think that was Nick Saban up there. Whoever that was in an overcoat and like a winter hat. It is cold out there right now.
Yeah, these guys are much tougher than I am. I can tell you that right now.
I remember growing up, like, in the Midwest, we would occasionally get some cold November football games when I played high school football. It sucks. It sucks to play football in cold weather. Every single hit stings. Like, it is really, like, I know everyone talks about, like, snow football. Oh, that's the greatest. That's what football really is. Playing it sucks.
My worst thing was always when we would play a really ice-cold game. We'd come in after the game, probably after a loss, by the way, and then we'd jump into a shower, and jump into a hot shower, and the shower would, like, sting. It would hurt so bad because you just spent 4 hours out on the field, in the frigid temperatures. And then the worst of all of it is if it were wet at all, so wet and cold, and now your feet are just freezing, and they're soaked, and there's just not a darn thing you can do about it. So, man, I'll tell you.
From your perspective, too, as the kicker, kicking that ball hurts. That's no picnic, man. Just kicking that ball in that type of weather with the rain and the cold, that's awful, too.
Yeah, our offensive line coach used to tell me that I was a fair weather, and then the word that he would use after fair weather was a 3-letter word that we no longer can really use. But back in the late 80s, we would say it all the time, and everybody used it, and it was kind of acceptable. I mean, it was an insult, to be sure. But, you can't say those things anymore. But he would say to me, he goes, Kaplan, you are such a little fair weather blank. It was an F word.
I figured it out.
It was a 3-letter word.
I'm with you, Cap.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I'm following.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching the ESPN pregame show. It looks bitter, ice cold right now.
Brutal, man.
But I will say this, Notre Dame against Indiana tonight, I didn't realize that these two teams who share the same state, I mean, we think of like Notre Dame in an interstate rivalry, you think of Notre Dame and Purdue. Notre Dame and Indiana have not played each other since 1991. Who would have ever thought that in this new year of the playoff, and tonight will be game one, that Indiana, the Hoosiers, with a first-year head coach, would make it to the playoff? I mean, Indiana has always been a bottom-feeder Big Ten type team. And here comes USC and UCLA and Oregon and all these teams, Washington, that came from the Pac-12. They jump into the Big Ten. Oregon's the number one team in the country. Penn State is still in it. Ohio State's still in it. Indiana? So I'm hoping tonight Indiana pulls the upset over Notre Dame.
I am calling my shot. Indiana is going to pull off the upset. They're going to pull off the upset. I'll just say this. I was not impressed by Notre Dame when Notre Dame played USC. I did not think they looked that good at all. They did not impress me. They required like 2 100-yard pick sixes in order to actually get like a lead that was sustainable against USC. Take away those 2 pick six that were, again, like 99, 100 yards, you've got an even game against USC. I was not impressed by Notre Dame at all.
Earlier this season, when UCLA hosted Indiana and Indiana won, I wasn't at that time like, wow, Indiana's really good. They flew out and they went to the Rose Bowl and they beat UCLA. I thought the opposite, which was, gosh, UCLA must be terrible if they're losing to Indiana. Like, that's my perception of Indiana. So Notre Dame, Indiana, about an hour and a half from now is kickoff, and we will air that game for you here on 710 tonight. So let me just set things up. We got a lot to get to today, Andy. Yesterday, I was driving south, and I was watching the Chargers and the Broncos game. And in the first half, it was all Denver.
Oh,
and in the second half,
you were so excited.
Oh, I was loving it. I was absolutely loving it. And in the second half, the Broncos, listen, I'm going to sit here and tell you right now that the penalties that the Broncos committed handed off things to the Chargers, but the Chargers still had to go out there, and they still had to make plays, and they still had to score. I know I'm going to eat a lot of crow today. We'll get to that. But after that game was over, then I finally got to the Lakers and the Kings. And I want to hear what you thought about the defensive performance, especially late, because the Lakers jumped out to a really early big lead. Sacramento bit into it, made their comeback, and then the Lakers in the fourth quarter kind of pulled away. So I want to hear what you thought about the Lakers last night. We are officially underway here on Sedano and Cap, but let me first start off talking to everybody about Amazon Pickup, because here we go, man. I mean, we are into the final few days leading into Christmas and Hanukkah. And last night you were probably watching the football game on Amazon Prime. You have probably spent a lot of your time buying your gifts on Amazon. But now let's talk about Amazon and the pickup and the locker and the whole deal, because it's a whole different world now. Amazon Pickup allows you to send your orders to a secure pickup location that you choose. So rather than it coming to your house, rather than your packages going to your house and sitting in front of your house when you're not home, or sitting in front of your apartment while you're out running around, you can send your packages to an Amazon locker or counter. You can pick up the packages on your own time. When the package arrives, you're going to get a delivery confirmation email, and it's going to tell you, yo, your package is here. Let's do a beautiful thing. Let's pick it up. And when we're in the holidays like we are right now, I don't know about you guys, I'm busier than ever. I'm running around. I'm trying to see people. I'm trying to close out stuff. I'm going to different parties. And so I don't want my Amazon packages sitting in front of my house when I don't know if I'm going to be home to get them or not. So it's a secure and convenient delivery solution to pick up your Amazon packages. And here's maybe the best part. There is no additional cost. Go to Amazon.com/pickupMVP. That's Amazon.com/pickupMVP to learn more. We'll start with the Chargers and the Broncos coming right back.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Travis with DeMarco and Evan Cohen.
Only one all-star defensive team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
Disney on Ice invites you to take a magical journey with Mickey, Minnie, and all your friends from Encanto, Aladdin, Cars, Moana, and the Disney princesses. Create new memories with Asha, Raya, Anna, and Elsa from Frozen 2. At Disney on Ice presents Magic in the Stars. Playing the LA area December 12th through January 5th. Tickets on sale now. Visit DisneyOnIce.com today.
Hey guys, it's Sedano here. You know it's hard to find a good dentist for your kids, someone who they can trust and enjoy going to the dentist with. Luckily, we found Children's Dental Fun Zone. With 17 locations across Southern California, Children's Dental Fun Zone specializes in children's dentistry and orthodontics. With state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your children deserve. To book your child's next appointment, visit their website, cdfzone.com. That's cdfzone.com. Or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS.
Gear up and get out to Kelsey's at Pachanga, the top spot in the Temecula Valley to watch all the Monday Night Football action. Dozens of TVs means all your favorite games, plus a M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pachanga.com and follow at Pachanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pachanga.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Mathew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Mathew brings that same style to USC fans with their first ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic Cardinal and Gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days in style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismathew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Sedano and Cap for your afternoon drive.
Walks around like a little puppy dog.
On 710 ESPN.
Aight. So I creep. Sedano and Cap on a Friday. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. You got DeAndre, who is flying this plane.
What's happening?
And you got Lindsay Baseball, who is running this entire operation. What's up, girl?
What's up, Cap?
Yeah. What's going on with this song? What's up with the
little creep, little TLC?
TLC, right?
You don't remember the song, Cap?
I do. Left Eye. I remember her.
R.I.P. Left Eye.
R.I.P. Left Eye. That's right. What's the story?
She died.
No, not that story. I knew that one. Thank you, Lindsay.
It was the #1 R&B song in 1994.
What's the story? She died. Good story. Thank you.
Well, that's a very Cappy question, isn't it? Like, what's the story there with that person?
I think that was
What's the deal?
Cappy speak for what prompted playing this song.
Correct. Thank you, Andy.
See, you understand him, but like, I feel like in Cappy world, like he would care way more about like, well, what happened with this person dying. You know what I mean?
But I think even Cappy knows there's a more tactful way to bring up the death.
No, he doesn't.
Than just
Cap's
what's
killed
the story.
off more people than Mason has.
Wow. Wow.
Mason-
Andy killed off somebody yesterday, only the person was already dead.
Yeah, I was very.
Well, then it doesn't count.
I was very concerned that the illusionist magician Doug Henning, that I was accidentally killing him. Turns out he died in 2000.
Right. So he'd been dead a long time.
He'd been dead quite a while.
Right. So let me just say something. So last night, Chargers-Broncos. What a game. I mean, what an entertaining football game. You know? When you think back and you think about the Rams and the Bills, you get done with a game like that and you go, wow, that was an entertaining football game. When you think about the Lions last week and the Bills, high scoring, high flying, and you're like, damn, that's an entertaining football game. And the same goes for last night. The Denver Broncos had it all working in the first half. I mean, Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels were like, this is unbelievable. Because they got like 5 different running backs. They're giving the ball to all these different guys. The Chargers can't do anything to stop them. Chargers have injuries on the defense. Linebackers out. Another secondary player goes out. Bo Nix is having his way. They're scoring on like 3 straight drives. I mean, the Broncos looked like they were in total control of this game until the end of the first half. Andy.
Yes.
And the free kick. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question because I turned on SportsCenter last night. I don't remember who the SportsCenter anchors were. One of the SportsCenter anchors said this: what an incredible job of coaching by Jim Harbaugh. Because, and this is what the SportsCenter anchor said. Again, I don't remember who it was. He said, I guarantee you half the coaches in the NFL don't even know this rule about the free kick. And let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now, Mr. SportsCenter anchor. You could not be more wrong. Everybody in the NFL knows this rule. And everybody in the NFL would love to use this rule to their advantage. It just never happens. And it was good coaching by Jim Harbaugh because not only was there a fair catch, but because of the penalty moved the ball up 15 yards, and that puts the ball into field goal range.
Why is it, Cappy, you were saying before that every coach would love to be able to utilize this? It just the opportunity comes up so rarely. What is the reason that they would want to do this?
Because nobody ever does it, period. So, like, Andy, when I was in college, I'm telling you right now, as a kicker, you wanted a free kick so bad. Because what the Chargers did last night was they lined up for a 57-yard field goal. No snap, no hold, no blocking, no rush. It's like a pregame kick, but it counts for points. And last night, people, I guarantee you in the stadium, were like, what's going on here exactly? What is this free kick? I've never in my life seen a kicker come out, have the holder, put the ball down. You've got guys lined up as if it's a kickoff. The other side, the receiving team, they're lined up as if they're getting the ball. What is this play, this free kick?
Honestly, the only reason I knew that this was a thing is because if you've ever seen the original movie, The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds, in the scene where Burt Reynolds, he's the quarterback of the convicts team, and they're taking on the guards, there is a scene in the movie where they do a free kick. They call it a drop kick in the movie, but they do what is called a free kick. And they actually explain it because the guards have no idea what it is, and they start arguing, and Burt Reynolds explains to them what it is. That's the only reason that I actually knew that this was a thing. And the reason that it required that movie is because this has not happened since 1976.
Right, and that's just it. And so when you're thinking about being in the stadium last night and you're watching this go down, you're like, in my entire life, I've never seen this. And Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit and their whole research team were sort of scrambling to see when was the last time there was a free kick, let alone a successful one.
1976.
Right, and it was the then, as I recall, the San Diego Chargers who had that free kick happen. But when I was in college as a kicker, I can tell you this: we worked on it, we knew about it, we hoped that it would happen, and the kicker himself, we want that to happen because we want the opportunity to kick the long bomb field goal with nobody rushing at you and with no snap and hold and no other conditions. But that play last night, the penalty on the fair catch, the advancement of the ball 15 yards, the kick at the end of the half, in the way I saw it, it changed the whole momentum of the game.
Well, it's not just the way you saw it. If you listen to interviews with the players afterwards, they all seemed incredibly galvanized by it. Like that was something exciting for them. Like if nothing else, maybe that was one of those like, oh wow, like I've never seen that before. Like even if it is a free kick, you're still talking about Dicker going 57 yards. Like that is long. So that's exciting for them to watch. Like they feel like they have some momentum going into the half. Like I agree with you. That was absolutely a turning point of that game.
Yeah, and then you get into the second half, and you've got all kinds of penalty problems for Denver. I mean, it started with the fair catch, which became the free kick. Then any defensive player that sees a quarterback scrambling and then is sliding down, that dives and puts his hand, I don't care where it is on the quarterback, you're just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to call it. And listen, not only were the penalties bad for Denver, but I got to give credit where credit is due. You know, Justin Herbert, for all the talk about the gimpy ankle, there was that 3rd and 10 play where he takes off running and picks up 20 yards, and the next play, the Chargers get like a 50-yard run. They were breaking Denver's back. This reminded me, just in the opposite, of when the Chargers went to Jacksonville and had a 27-0 lead at half and then found a way to squander the lead and lose the game in the playoffs. In this case, they were getting ham-slammed by the Broncos, and they came back in the second half, and they did what I didn't think they were going to do, which is dominate and ultimately win the game.
Well, okay, that first half, it ended on that galvanizing note with the free kick from Dicker the kicker. But then the second half, you had so much happening from Justin Herbert, and you just mentioned, like, that guy will play through pain. He's been dealing with that ankle. He's had ankle issues. He's had ankle issues this entire season.
Right.
I'm reading right now from Daniel Popper, covers the team for The Athletic, does a really good job, by the way. And Trey Pipkins III, their guard, talking about Justin Herbert, quote, "We would follow him into the depths of hell. We would literally follow him anywhere and lay our lives on the line for that man." Then later, talking about the way he played, sicko move from Pipkins. That dude's an effing animal. And I think one of the reasons that they love Herbert so much, beyond the fact that obviously he's a talented quarterback, he plays through stuff. Like they know that he will go out there and he is the face of the team, he's the star of the team, but there's nobody on that team who can claim to be playing through more stuff than their star. And if you see your star do it, that excites everybody else to do it, inspires everyone else to do it.
Well, as much as I was in pain last night because, first half, I'm like, this is awesome. This is great. But in the second half, I'm like, oh, my God, this is horrible. Oh, my God. And I'll just tell you this right now. Like I said this going into yesterday's game. The Chargers needed that game, and the Broncos needed that game. Because here's what's going to happen to the Broncos now. They've got to go to Cincinnati, who is still alive, even at 6-8 right now. Cincinnati's alive. They're going to play Cleveland this weekend. They're going to win that game. They're going to be 7-8. And then Denver's going to show up next week, and if Denver doesn't win that game, Denver's completely screwed because their final game of the season is at home against Kansas City. For the Chargers, their final 2 games are on the road. They're at New England, very, very winnable game, and then they're at the Raiders, which is a game that they're supposed to win. So the Chargers are likely looking at 11 wins, and the Broncos could be in really bad shape and might find themselves out of the playoffs completely.
Dare I say, Cappy, we may have in these playoffs 2 Los Angeles football teams. That would be really fun. That would be really exciting for the city.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that was the other part that kind of bummed me out last night is just hearing the crowd. Listen, I heard all those Bronco fans, but then all of a sudden I started to hear a lot of cheers for the Chargers. And all those San Diegans drove north so that they could be there. Because, come on, other than Larry David, who was really there from LA?
All of them driving north, Cappy, as you're driving south.
That's right. I was driving south, watching the game.
You're like waving
on
all
my
these
phone.
San Diegans like, you idiots. What are you paying this money to go to this game for? Watch your loser team.
Oh, man, what a game last night. What an entertaining game, I'll tell you that. Listen, I was in pain watching the second half, but it was entertaining. Hey, let me just make a quick mention here about my friend Omar, the general manager at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. I was with Omar on Tuesday night because we're celebrating the Share the Love event that's happening right now at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. And the thing about the Share the Love event is this. If you buy or lease a new Subaru between now and January 2nd, Ocean Subaru of Fullerton will make a donation to the charity of your choice. Now, Subaru works with a bunch of national charities, ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, Meals on Wheels, and the National Park Foundation. But Subaru says to the local dealers, if you want to work with local charities and keep the money home, we're good with that too. So at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we're working with the Women's Club of Fullerton. I met the president of the Women's Club just last week. I met the chair of the club as well earlier this week. And we find out that the Women's Club of Fullerton, they have got their hands in everything in the city of Fullerton and Anaheim and really that whole Orange County area. So whether it's dealing with veteran needs or homeless needs or underserved children, the Women's Club of Fullerton is a very worthwhile organization. And if you buy or lease a new Subaru at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, you may say to Omar, let's keep the money close to home. Let's make that donation here. So we're going to raise now, we're well over $250 million. This year, we'll get up to about $320 million. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. I'm driving this brand new Forester right now. I love this car because it's got so much headroom and it makes the windshield look so much bigger. It's like I'm driving a lazy boy. I love driving this brand new Forester. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton is conveniently located at 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, just off the 91 freeway. Here's their website, oceansubaruoc.com. oceansubaruoc.com. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They make you smile at every mile. We're going to go from what the Chargers did last night at SoFi to what the Lakers did last night up in Sacramento. Stick around.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL. realfathersrights.com/710 or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights. The Father's Rights Attorneys.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
FX's Say Nothing.
We thought joining the IRA was the noblest thing a person could do.
Northern Ireland, 1971.
They could beat us, they could shoot us, but the one thing they could never get us to do was talk.
Based on a true story and the New York Times bestseller.
You were taught that you were fighting in the name of the people. And I think people should know that it's all lies.
FX's Say Nothing. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
How is that related?
On 710 ESPN.
Oh, yeah, man. Yo, you got Sedano and Kap here on a Friday afternoon. Andy Kamenetsky is showing off some moves as all of a sudden it's 1986 again, and he's into the Bengals, walking like an Egyptian. I don't know what year this song was, but about 86 is about what I'm thinking. Lindsay Baseball, what do you got?
Wait, let me make a guess.
All right, go ahead.
88.
88? I'm saying earlier. Baseball?
Oh, I was just waiting for like the, the, what's it called? Waiting for the thing,
Which thing?
The post. That's kind of the post, wasn't it?
Oh.
86, you're right, Cappy.
86. You know how I know that, Andy?
You looked at the paper.
No, sir. No, ma'am. No, the reason I know that is because, Andy, in 1986, I can hear this song, and I know exactly where I'm at.
Where were you?
I was working in the mall at the Chess King.
The
DeAndre,
Chess King?
DeAndre, you don't know nothing about no Chess King, bruh.
What's the Chess King?
You don't see. That's what I say. You ain't know nothing about no Chess King. Andy, you know anything about the Chess King?
I don't even know what a Chess King is.
See, like, Andy don't even
And
know nothing about
I'm
no
of that
Chess King.
era. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Baseball, you know what the Chess King is? She don't know. I worked at a store in the mall.
I know what it is. You know, I've heard the story about the Zubaz pants and the outfits and the things.
Yeah, Andy, I used to wear not Zubas. Come on, Lindsay, baseball.
I'm sorry, Capizios.
No, these are Z Cavaricci's,
That's what
girlfriend.
It was. That was close.
Come on,
Z
baseball.
Cavaricci's. Come
Do
on now.
better, baseball. Z Cavaricci's.
My bad.
And Andy, a double-breasted suit jacket that only came to the waist.
Okay, I was just about to ask, what the hell is a Z Cavaricci? So it's a suit place.
No, Z Cavaricci was a brand of pants. They were kind of like, they were sort of like MC Hammer parachute pants of sorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Lindsay's got it right. The Capizios were good because then I could moonwalk in the Capizios.
They were shoes, right?
Yeah, the shoes were right, but they had these.
Moonwalk.
Oh, dude, I'll moonwalk like a mofo.
We ain't moonwalking.
Oh, hey, let me tell you something. You want to have a moonwalk contest, you and me?
We can.
You don't know how to moonwalk.
Let's do it
You
right
do
now.
not. You do not know how to moonwalk.
Let's do it right now.
You do not know how to moonwalk right now.
I do know how to moonwalk. I'll moonwalk on my Air
I'll
Forces
enter the
right now.
moonwalking competition.
I will.
Yes,
Oh,
let's
really?
do
You
it.
can moonwalk? Okay. All right, DeAndre, you're up first.
Put
Let's
on,
see
like,
what you got.
some Billie Jean. Come
Yeah,
on.
you should put on some
can't-
Billie
you can't
Jean.
say that and then not do it.
Yeah, come on. Let's see it, DeAndre. You're wearing Air Force Ones and you're going to moonwalk in Air Force Ones.
Yeah, hang on. I'll get the camera and I'll put
Okay.
the camera on you. Hang
all
on,
right,
hang
all right.
on.
Full
But you gotta put
screen
the music on
DeAndre,
first,
everybody.
though.
All right,
Grab Billie Jean.
For those of you that are watching on YouTube, this is for you. For those of you that are listening on radio, you'll hear the review. You'll hear the play-by-play. Let's see what DeAndre does with his Air Force Ones in a moonwalking contest. Andy, are you going to moonwalk in your shoes? You're going to take your shoes off and
What's
moonwalk
allowed?
in your socks.
What is allowed?
You can do it in the socks.
Okay, I want to play within the rules.
Okay, hold on a second here. Our social team has come into the control room. Good job, guys. DeAndre got on those nice Air Force Ones with a little bit of like a light blue. Oh, he's taking off his shoes now. Because, see, now he wants to use his – he just wants to go socks.
We've established that is legal.
Yep, you can do it. Okay. Okay, here he goes. Here's DeAndre. Take a look. Uh-huh. Yeah. That ain't no moonwalk. That ain't no moonwalk. Dog, you walk backwards.
Okay.
No, you got to slide, bruh.
I can't slide in this carpet, man.
Well, take your shoes off.
I want to take my shoes off.
Why, you think the carpet's dirty and disgusting? People
It's
pick
just
their
gonna
nose
get-
and
it's just
flick
gonna get
boogers on the
your
floor?
socks, man. It's just
I got one more. Here we go. I'm going to try to slide.
Yeah. Yeah. Not my love. No. Not good.
I tried.
All right.
Not good. All right, Andy, you're
My
up,
turn?
man.
Where
Andy's
am I
up.
doing this?
Andy Kamenetsky's up. Social team's going to walk in. They're going to bring a camera. Andy's about to show off some moves here, boy. Tell you that. Okay, here he. Oh, he's barefooted? No, he got socks. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good, Andy.
Okay.
Pretty good, Andy. That's a pretty good moonwalk. Oh, now he's doing the front version of a moonwalk. Oh, now he's showing off. See, and then right back to the backwards moonwalk. Oh, that's impressive. That's really impressive.
All right, Cap.
All right, full screen me here. Now, listen. The thing about it is you ain't going to see my feet, okay? But I'm going to show it to you. Oh! All right, here it goes. You guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
See? How good is that?
Cap wins.
How good's my moonwalk?
Pretty good. Definitely better than DeAndre's. You and Andy's are pretty close, but
I'm in. To be fair to me, I am moonwalking in very tight quarters.
Yes.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
You put me out in the hallway, I'll show you a moonwalk.
Yeah, you'll moonwalk up and down that hallway.
Go in the kitchen with some socks on, and that's where it's at.
RC just
Yeah.
said Andy the GOAT in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw Cass
I just saw Cappy, too. Hit that chair.
I know.
RC said D did the earth walk.
Shout out to you, RC.
The Earth walk.
David 100 is in my is in the live YouTube chat right now on YouTube, and he's like, "Yo, Cap's in vacation mode." Yeah,
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
I am. I'm a little bit vacation mode. I'll admit that. Andy, tell me this, because after this Charger-Bronco game last night, I then finally got to the Lakers-Kings game, and I turned on the radio broadcast in about the middle part of the third quarter.
Yep.
Then I got to watch the fourth quarter, and then I got to go back and watch it all again tonight or earlier today. Tell me what you think about what the Lakers did last night in Sacramento.
First of all, it's just a continuation of, I think, better schemes defensively and better effort defensively. Like the last 4 or 5 games, I'm sure DeAndre's been watching this as well as part of Lakers Talk Daily. They're doing things differently. Like they used to switch everything, and I mean truly everything. And it wasn't just that they were switching everything. It was they were often switching without recovering back to like their original assignment. So you're just leaving yourself in these mismatches. They were switching without even any type of physicality, or it almost felt like it was choreographed dance with the people that they were guarding. Now they're switching less. I think AD and Koloko are hanging back more towards the basket, which is, you're giving yourself a back line. But they're also just playing with more effort. They're playing with more intensity. LeBron has cranked up his defensive intensity, and I think, A, it makes him more effective, but B, it sends a message. Like, if LeBron's doing this, everybody else has to do it. And the last 4 or 5 games, it's been, they're not an elite. I'm not convinced they're like an elite defense yet, but it's been a lot better. I think Max Christie in the starting lineup has helped, and he's been very good in these first 2 assignments, against John Morant and then primarily guarding De'Aaron Fox. But they've been just considerably way better.
My big takeaway from last night's game is really about Gabe Vincent.
He's been, over the last 4 or 5 games, maybe 6, 7, he's looking much, much more like the dude they thought they were signing last year.
I mean, the guy went 4 for 5 last night from three-point range, and it's like the first time that I can really remember where it seemed like every time they got him the ball, he was knocking down threes. And to me, like, Gabe Vincent is a guy that when he got here, like you said, they had an expectation of what he was, and he's never been that. And I'm not saying that they got him because he's some, great scorer or great shooter, but last night, that was a really good contribution out of Gabe Vincent.
Well, they also, too, I thought last night they did a really good job, not just of hitting threes, but of creating the threes. Like, they were doing a lot inside out. There was a lot of penetration, then kicking out, and just getting these guys much better looks. Like, in the first half in particular, I think they went 9 of 20, something like 45% in the first half. And some of that, you don't know, can Gabe Vincent maintain that level of production, but D'Lo had an outside shot going. Austin Reeves hit a couple pretty critical ones. I think LeBron had a couple. But they were doing a good job creating them inside out as opposed to just passing the ball around the arc.
Well, I thought last night was one of those wins where I was like, okay, the Lakers are going to blow these guys out in the first quarter. Then all of a sudden they made their comeback. But it took until about maybe 7 or 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter where the Lakers kind of started to pull away, and the Kings didn't really have much for him.
AD also, too, man. He was a monster last night. I know he's 7 of 20 from the field. The 21 points weren't clean, efficient, but he got to the line a bunch of times, pulled down, I think, 20 rebounds, 6 blocks. It's 2 games in a row now, and I think this is a big deal, Cappy. It's 2 games this season where he's matched up against the Kings with Domantas Sabonis, which has been a brutal matchup for the Lakers and AD. For all the focus on the Lakers and Jokic and the Nuggets, they've had way, way worse of a time with Sabonis and the Kings. And this is 2 games in a row now where AD has played really well in that matchup, and the Lakers have won.
You are listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Hey, let me have 1 minute to talk to everybody about Prize Picks. So here's the thing. This weekend, you're going to be watching the college football playoff, which is, starting tonight between Notre Dame and Indiana. Then you're going to watch the 3 games tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, you're going to watch the Lakers and the Kings do it again. They're going to run back what they did last night. And then Sunday, I'm going to have my mind focused on the Rams versus the Jets and the entire NFL schedule. So with all of these sports that are happening right now, and by the way, that goes on to hockey and all kinds of other stuff that's happening right now, college volleyball. I mean, this is a great time of the year. you got to go to Prize Picks. And here's why you need to go to Prize Picks. First things first, download the Prize Picks app, use our code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, and let's all get you playing, because if you make your first play a $5 play, you instantaneously get a $50 bonus. Okay, so that's one incentive to download the Prize Picks app if you haven't done it already. Again, use our code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Here's the second reason. Right now on Prize Picks, you can multiply your money by 1,000 times. So if I told you you could take $10 and turn it into $10,000, is that not something you'd like to try and do? You know the players, you know the games, who's going to score more, who's going to score less. You figure it out. Put 6 of them together and you can multiply your money by 1,000 times. Let's turn $10 into $10,000. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make a $5 play. Get a $50 bonus. If you haven't done it, do it now. Prize Picks. Run your game. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and there's extensive water damage. This is when it can feel as though your relationship with your insurance has become an abusive one. They don't agree that you need a replacement living arrangement, despite it being glaringly obvious. Then the insurance adjuster leaves you hanging. You feel abandoned with a home that is no longer livable, and you now have no other choice than to use the insurance contractor to make repairs, which includes their brazen attempt at lowballing the estimate. Okay, so here's what you do. You take a deep breath, then you call Avner Gatt. They're one of California's largest public adjusting firms, and trust me, size does matter in this case because Avner Gatt has experienced it all. Insurance companies can make you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope in getting your home back together. Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle these situations. Not only do they have extensive knowledge on how to handle your dilemma, but they remain passionate about helping people. It's why Avner and his family continue to take the calls themselves at Avner Gatt Inc. They cover all of Southern California, and if I haven't convinced you with all of these truth bombs thus far, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. So, whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. And you can go online to avnergatt.com.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event starts now at Cardinale Way Hyundai. Experience the chill of winter and the thrill of savings with 0% APR on a brand new 2025 Hyundai Tucson, 2024 Elantra, Sonata, Santa Fe, Ioniq 5 for up to 48 months, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, enjoy peace of mind driving with America's best warranty. Cardinale Way Hyundai just off the 91 freeway or online at CardinaleWayHyundai.com. Offer available to well-qualified buyers only, subject to HMF credit approval. Expires January 2nd, 2025.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
What you need to know is being brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Here's one thing you need to know. Andy Kamenetsky is in for Sedano. Andy will be in all next week while everybody's kind of taking a little bit of time off. Andy's jumping in, going to carry this whole thing.
It's me.
I think we only have like one show next week, don't we?
Well, and Trudell are on Monday.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah. And you see, everybody's up my you-know-what because everybody's like, dude, you're like taking more time off. I'm like, broski, I don't know what to tell you, man. We got bowl games on. We got Laker games on. It's the end of the year. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Typically in radio, like as somebody who's worked in radio for a long time, we all have, most talent and a lot of even stations just period go on hiatus in between Christmas and New Year. That's totally normal.
Well, it was also established too, Cappy, a couple days ago. You weren't even given the option to come in next week. Like you were just put on this unilateral decision where it was best of.
Right. Bergie took me off the air.
Yeah. And it counts as your personal day.
Which I had no idea.
That's foul.
No. That's not true.
That's what Bergie said.
If we have like a game instead, then it does not count. Let's see, there's a day where we would have a 1-hour show. So you guys, that's why we're doing best of, because we have a game. It's a bowl game. I believe this is the 26th or the 27th. Either way, that doesn't count towards your vacation time.
Okay, all right.
You were under the same impression, right, Captain?
Yeah, I was completely lost. I was like, hey, I thought you guys just told me not to work. I wanted to work. They told me no. All right, baseball, what do we need to know? That's not what we need to know. Nobody needs to know that.
Well, what you do need to know is that, sad to say, that Party City is closing down all of its stores, ending nearly 40 years in business.
Wow.
The CEO of the company told all of its employees Friday that Party City is winding down with operations immediately, and that today is, like most people at the corporate offices, last day of employment, and then all the stores are going to be closed by February 28th.
Wow, Party City,
So
huh?
if you want to get some cool costumes and party stuff, like, it's going to start going on, like, clearance, I'm sure.
I think I've been in Party City one time in my life.
Oh, my gosh. Party City's great because you get costumes there. You get, like, you know, obviously party materials, but it's a great place to get costumes.
Honestly,
it's a big business.
I know it's a big deal, and like my wife today, for example, was like really bummed out about this. I'm like you, Cappy. I'm trying to remember if I've ever actually been inside a Party City.
It's a fun store to go into.
You got to get really high. You got to get like super baked. You know what I mean? Like when you think about great stores to go into when you're just totally whacked out. Like to me, what's the name of that like Bass Pro Shop kind of place? I don't Bass
Pro
Fish.
Shop.
Yeah,
Bass
I don't
Pro
bass
Shop, yeah.
fish, but I'm telling you right now, you walk around that place baked, you're like, oh, this place is awesome. You know, another one, another example, like Costco. Costco is a great place to just kind of like, what are you doing today?
Well,
Nothing.
That's dangerous.
Oh,
Going
yeah?
to a Costco while high,
Yeah,
and eventually hungry.
Yeah,
that's
bad,
a
huh?
dangerous game.
Not good. How about like one of those like REI kind of outdoor store type things? You know?
Now, why though? Like you said, Bass Pro Shop and now REI. Like, why is it an outdoor shop like so cool when you?
I have a
when
theory.
You're high?
Okay, let's hear the theory.
The theory is the Bass Pro Shop, the REI, that's not stuff that Cappy typically does.
Right.
So when you go in there all zooted, all of a sudden it's super fascinating to you. Like,
Yeah.
'cause like it's like you're entering a brand new world. It's kind of like being on a trip, like kind of like a hallucinogenic trip inside one of these stores because it's like this fascinating new world has been opened up to you.
Yeah, and it's also gigantic. Like the stores are
Yes.
huge. So like you can just walk around and see all kinds of cool stuff and you're like, I want that rod, I want that reel, I want that pair of boots, I need this mountain climbing equipment, and then you realize you're like, I don't need any of this.
I feel like Walmart would be a more dangerous place to like just obtain a bunch of like useless things.
Oh yeah, but you see the thing is at Walmart you'll actually buy stuff. At
Oh,
REI
yeah. Yeah,
or
you're
at
right.
Bass Pro Shops, you're like, hey, I just got baked and just decided to walk around for an hour. You
That's
know?
a good point. Very good point.
Yeah. I mean, you're not exactly going fishing. You're actually going buzz fishing, if you know what I'm saying. I think you do. That's what you need to know. It's brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Right, Andy? You're like, yeah, whatever you say.
Why not?
Right, sure. Whatever you say.
So I do remember, Cappy, like we talked about in our little pre-show chat that I was going to talk about Aaron Rodgers' docu series, little documentary for what you need to know.
Yeah.
But I feel like since we haven't gotten to like anything else really at all on our planned rundown,
Yeah.
you know, we can get to that when we get to that.
Well,
It's going to be out for a while, not going anywhere.
Let me say this. Let me say something. So this weekend, when you think about the NFL games that are going to happen this weekend, and we'll make our NFL picks, and we'll use our confidence meter coming up in just a couple of minutes. But when you look at the games this weekend, Steelers-Ravens is a monster game on Saturday. And by the way, also on Saturday, I think the Texans and Chiefs is a really huge game. But I will say that when we get to Sunday and we get deeper into Sunday, and this is a morning game, so it's always hard for a West Coast team to travel to the East Coast and then play in the 10 a.m. window. The Rams take on the Jets this weekend. And this game, I don't know why, this game makes me nervous. Maybe it was last week, the Jets finally getting a win. I saw Aaron Rodgers smile, I'm sure, for the first time all season long. He got his favorite receiver, and his favorite receiver scored a whole bunch of touchdowns. So I feel like I'm not saying the Jets are doing anything. I'm just saying they may not give up, and you just never know if all of a sudden Rodgers can do what he did last week. And so you're the Rams. You play in good weather or you play indoors. You practice in good weather. You're schlepping cross country. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be a little bit windy. And for whatever reason, this Rams-Jets game has me a bit nervous, Andy.
Well, here's the thing, though. All of this dirty laundry has been coming out about the Jets all week, you know, where Woody Johnson is just running this bleep show. He's overseeing it all. He's listening too much to his kids, one of whom, I'm not joking, is named Brick. Like, we just learned this. He's got a son named Brick. And, like, Brick is giving him advice on, no, don't do the Jerry Jeudy trade, Dad, because his Madden rating isn't good enough. And, like, everybody there is miserable. Woody Johnson, Aaron Rodgers don't get along. All of that stuff. that could be galvanizing for the Jets, but it could also be one of those things that makes everyone on that team be like, F it, man, what are we doing? Like, let's just get this season over with. I'm just done. I'm done with it all.
The name Brick, by the way, look, we all know about our friend JT the Brick, but his name isn't Brick. His name is JT the Brick. And I sometimes abbreviate it by just calling him Brick, or sometimes I'll just call him Brick House. But if you name your kid Brick, that's a bad name.
It's a terrible name.
John Gruden's got a son. His name is Deuce. That's also a horrible name.
Yeah, what's with these like NFL owners having strange?
Like, it's one. Well, look, these are billionaires and they're bored.
Yeah, but what is Gruden's excuse? I'll tell you what, man. I need to see my son Deuce over here, you know?
Well, look, Gruden may not be a billionaire, but he's made a lot of money. You know, remember he got that $100 million contract. That was a total mistake by the Raiders.
I'll tell you what, man. I got that money right now. Now I'm working for Barstool, man. I mean, where's my kid Deuce, man? I need to take a Deuce. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, seriously, you can't name your kid Deuce.
Deuce, that's a bad name.
Although, Jason, you know what? Jason Tatum has a son named Deuce.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'll look it up. I don't think it's a nickname. I think it's his actual.
I feel like that's like an actual name.
Deuce?
More so than Brick.
Let me look this up.
Oh, I don't know anybody named Brick other
I
than
don't
this guy
either.
now, Brick Johnson. I didn't know that.
But I mean, when your last name is Johnson, you can really kind of go with anything, I guess.
Well, I mean, it does spice things up if your
Yeah.
last name is like Johnson or Smith. You know what I mean? But Deuce is
Okay. Deuce is short for Jason Tatum Jr.
Deuce. Really? How do they get Deuce?
I was going to say, like two, he's the second.
Oh, he's
junior.
the double. He's the
It's
he's
a
the second.
nickname. Right, it's a nickname. Okay.
Got it.
But, okay, is Gruden's son, like, his government name Deuce?
I think so.
Let me look
And he's
this
like
up.
the strength and conditioning coach wherever he shows up.
I got a strong son.
Gruden.
His name is Deuce.
I'll tell you what, man. This guy, he's no joke, man. He's Deuce.
No,
Look at him.
Your Gruden's pretty good. I'm
It's
trying
getting
to
better.
keep up. Your
It's
Gruden's
getting
pretty
better.
good.
It's getting there. It's
Is-
getting there. Rams Jets though, Lindsay. So you did see the entire Aaron Rodgers doc series?
Enigma on Netflix. I did, and it was pretty. There was parts of it that were pretty wild, and I'll say that I think after watching it and like having him explain a lot of things, I feel like he's a lot more likable now after watching that, and like I feel like there's definitely a better understanding of why he is the way that he is.
I got, and I'm sure you did too this morning, I got a text from Morales. This is like 6 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, yeah, I just got done with the first couple episodes of Aaron Rodgers' Enigma. Now, if it's 6 o'clock in the morning and you've gotten done with 2 episodes, that means you probably started at like 4 a.m. So I don't know what he was doing, but it's a 3-episode series and you liked it. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I mean, it's not I guess it's a series. It's more like a movie that's like split up. I watched it all at the same time, so it wasn't, I don't know, it was probably like 30, 40 minutes each one.
I have not gotten confirmation about whether or not Deuce Gruden, that's his government name, but what I have discovered is that he won a gold at the World Classic Powerlifting Championships. He squatted 601 pounds, benched 419 pounds, deadlifted 639 pounds. That's how you get away with being named Deuce.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to say a damn thing to you.
Hey, DeAndre, can you squat that much?
I think I can, yeah.
You can squat 600 pounds, DeAndre?
No chance. Come on.
Can you bench press 400?
No.
Really?
I'm around like 275, 300 right now.
Really? Little Deuce is
In
stronger
reps
than
like-
Big D.
Or just get it up once or
Just
twice.
get it once or twice, yeah.
Well, 275. I take that.
Wow.
Right now I take 135. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm going down this rabbit hole. Deuce Gruden lifted that weight. He's 183 pounds, or he's in the 183 weight class. And
Damn.
that's the type of weight he's putting up.
Wow.
That's
Way to go, Deuce.
insane.
Yeah, that is pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's my son, Deuce.
Tell you what, man, that's my boy Deuce right there, man. Tell you that. Tell you right now, bench press 400 pounds right there, boy. All right, listen, coming up, it is our picks against the spread. We got 5 games. We're going to check our confidence meter. We're going to check the stats, and we're going to make our plays. Our top NFL picks are coming up next on Sedano and Kap.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2024.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. You know those memes about guys panicking over last-minute holiday shopping? Yep, that's me every single year. Guilty as charged. So here's what I want you to do. Books, okay? The Books Company. They got you fresh flowers from the Books Company. Books is short for bouquets, and I've got you hooked up with 25% off your entire Books purchase, including their flowers subscriptions, so you can send them all year long, okay? Here's why I like the Books Company. Their flowers are cut fresh and sourced directly from the best flower farms, so they last way longer. My Christmas ones have lasted weeks. And get this, with Books flower subscriptions, gifting is a breeze all year long. Surprise your wife, girlfriend, mom, auntie, grandma, you name it, with stunning holiday bouquets right now. And then you wow her with roses for Valentine's Day. Plus, you'll save 25% on everything. How do you do that? Use the promo code ESPN. Go to Books.com. Use the promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's Books. Promo code ESPN.
Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. This season, keep your holiday gifts a surprise when you choose to pick up from Amazon Locker or Counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to Amazon.com/pickup MVP. That's Amazon.com/pickup MVP. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and there's extensive water damage. This is when it can feel as though your relationship with your insurance has become an abusive one. They don't agree that you need a replacement living arrangement, despite it being glaringly obvious. Then, the insurance adjuster leaves you hanging. You feel abandoned with a home that is no longer livable, and you now have no other choice than to use the insurance contractor to make repairs, which includes their brazen attempt at lowballing the estimate. Okay, so here's what you do. You take a deep breath, then you call Avner Gatt. They're one of California's largest public adjusting firms, and trust me, size does matter in this case because Avner Gatt has experienced it all. Insurance companies can make you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope in getting your home back together. Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle these situations. Not only do they have extensive knowledge on how to handle your dilemma, but they remain passionate about helping people. It's why Avner and his family continue to take the calls themselves at Avner Gatt Inc. They cover all of Southern California, and if I haven't convinced you with all of these truth bombs thus far, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. So, whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. And you can go online to avnergatt.com. Unwrap the savings at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event, where every Subaru purchase helps make a difference. Drive home a brand new 2024 Subaru WRX or Solterra with 0% financing, or a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with just 3.9% financing. Visit OceanSubaruOC.com.
For the proof credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. 0% APR for 48 months on the WRX and 72 months on the Solterra. 3.9% APR for 72 months. 7 new purchase or lease. Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charity. Plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. Sales, security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 1/02/2025.
Hey, it's Mace. You have never experienced anything like Cosm. This season, take your NBA experience to a new level. Catch all the NBA action in immersive shared reality with their massive 8K plus wraparound dome display. Go courtside this holiday season at Cosm Los Angeles. Use our exclusive discount code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA event in December. Limited tickets still available for the NBA doubleheader on Christmas Day. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Really? You haven't? Oh, my B.
Yeah.
My B.
Your B.
On 710 ESPN.
You know who this is, Andy?
I do not.
I'll take a stab at it. You know what it kind of sounds like to me, DeAndre?
That.
It kind of sounds like the Migos to me.
Did you look that up?
I did not. Because remember, I've talked about stir fry.
Yeah,
right? From the Migos?
You did.
Right?
I remember that, yeah.
This sounds like the Migos.
This is the Migos.
Oh, there you have it.
What's the name of this song?
This is the song Stir Fry.
Yeah. See, I thought so.
That's like 2 days in a row you recognize the song, Cappy.
What did I come up with yesterday? Yesterday
DMX.
I came DMX, dude. I'm down. I'm so down.
Shut him down.
So down, Cappy.
Well, that was me.
I am down, baby.
Okay, now slow down.
slow down.
Slow down.
You're so down. You need to slow down. Andy Kamenetsky in for Sedano. DeAndre running this operation. Lindsay Baseball producing it all. Okay, guys, are we ready for a little NFL pick segment here or what?
Let's do it.
Baseball. Before we start, do you have anything on last week? Did I crush?
You did pretty well, actually. You did the best of anyone, Cap.
What?
You had 10 points last week.
Hey.
You almost got all of them except your Seahawks. 5 was the one that you got wrong.
I took the Seahawks and I gave that was my 5.
Yep.
Against Green Bay.
Yep.
That was a terrible pick.
That was a terrible pick.
But
but you had 10. DeAndre had 7.
Hey.
Sedano had 6, and I had 5. So our current standings after Week 15 are Sedano with 128. DeAndre is pretty close at 115. I've got 101, and Cappy, you have 76.
Andy, I've got my ass handed to me all season long because mostly I pick against the Chargers, and I usually pick them as like whoever's playing the Chargers I take as my 5. And
well, they've got 9 wins this year, so you can do the math for how that's worked out.
Right.
For you.
Well, you're the only one who picked the Bucks.
Hey, how about that?
It was only your 2, though, you said.
I know. I wasn't overly confident. I would have picked the Broncos, and it would have been like my 1. I was not confident at all. All right, here we go.
Your confidence is waning.
Here's what's going to happen, Andy Kamenetsky. If you are super confident in your pick, give it a 5.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not very confident in your pick, give it a 1 and play anything in between. Let's see how you do.
Can we get really quick, just for verification, I need to know the 5th game. The 5th game, I'm not aware what we're choosing.
Steelers-Ravens.
Thank you, because that's gonna determine my 5 through 1.
And the Ravens are minus 6.5.
Right, and it's just about covering the spread, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's get it started with the game that means the most to the fans of L.A. The Rams are on the road. They're a 3-point favorite at the New York Jets. Lindsay Baseball, who you taking, how you playing it, and what's your confidence meter?
I'm very confident that the Rams will win, and so I'm going to pick the Rams and make that my 5.
Ooh. Young D.
Rams, and that's my 3.
Hey, Cam.
I got the Rams at a 4.
I actually hate this game, and I am not confident at all. I do think the Rams will win. I expect the Rams to win. You cannot drop a game at this time of the year against an inferior opponent that is going nowhere. I will take the Rams. I don't feel overly confident. I'll put it right in the middle. I'll take the Rams. That's my 3.
So Rams sweep?
Rams are going to wind up losing this game because we all picked them.
I disagree. I think they're going to kick their asses.
God, I hope you're right. I really do.
The Jets, to me, feel like a team that, at this point, just go home. Just let's all pack it up.
I don't know. The Jets, to me, seem like a team that they're not. I just don't think they're actually going to quit.
Okay,
yet.
Let's go. We got to get on to the next game.
Rogers
we do?
We don't have a lot of time, Cappy. We're only until 5 today.
Oh, that's right. Of course. Hey, DeAndre's Eagles are 3.5-point favorites at the Washington Commanders. Young D, I'll start with you. What's going to happen with your Eagles?
The Eagles' defense has been rolling. The receivers are figuring it out. Jalen Hurts is figuring it out. Saquon Barkley's going to run all over the Commanders. Give me the Eagles, and that's my 5.
There you go. Back to the 5. There you go.
All right.
That.
Baseball?
Confidence in your team. I'm going to roll with D, and I'm going to go Eagles, but that's my 5. Super confident.
Wow. Hey, Cam.
I'm going Eagles with a 3. This is a big game for the Eagles.
Clinch the division.
I mean, the Commanders got to have this game. Eagles are the better team. I'll take Philly. I'll make it my 4. Confident.
Another Eagles.
I'm just
Another
kind of
sweep.
Just kind of riding on your bandwagon there, D. All right, here comes game number 3. Here we go. The Minnesota Vikings. You talk about a team that's on fire and, by the way, controls their own destiny in a division where Detroit is falling apart injury-wise. So here goes. Vikings are 3-point favorites. They're on the road at Seattle, where Seattle lost last week, got ham-slammed by the Green Bay Packers. So I'll start with you, A-Cam. Vikings -3 at the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Vikings. There are 5. Seattle has been surprisingly bad at home. They've been very bad at home, so Vikings 5.
Okay. Baseball.
That's my 1.
Young D.
I have a feeling the Seahawks are going to be desperate for this game. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, and I'll make that one my 4.
Ooh.
I'm going to take Minnesota here. And I don't know, man. Something like last week when Green Bay went to Seattle and won. Green Bay is an outdoor cold weather team. Minnesota's a cold weather team, but they play indoors. I don't love the game. I don't actually love this game. I will take Minnesota to cover and win, but I'm not overly confident. I'll use it as my 2. And here we go. Jaguars at the Raiders.
Talk about the prison inmate game. Woof. That's the two worst teams in the league.
Well, I mean, listen, Jacksonville's pretty bad.
So the prisoners are the people stuck watching it.
Yes.
right.
Exactly.
They chain them down to the seats, and they force them to watch this
Terrible.
dreck. All right, so the Raiders and the Jaguars. Raiders at home, 1.5-point favorites. I don't know what to do here. Baseball, how are you going to play it?
I'm going to go Raiders, and that's my 3. Just on a hunch.
Young D.
Give me the Jaguars, and that will be my 2.
Hey, Cam?
These two teams are so inept, it's probably going to be a tie. But I'm going to go Jags at a 1.
Just to be a homer and just for the fun of the game and just to say to all the Raider Nation out there, let's unite and let's do this thing, I'll take the Raiders to cover the 1.5. I'll make it my 5.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Solidarity with JT the Brick.
You hear
Especially
that, Raider
after what
Ruben?
happened on Wednesday.
Yeah, you hear that, Raider Ruben?
Cappy,
you hear me?
Cappy's got to get back on JT's good side after I offended him.
Right.
So much.
I mean, after what Andy did to JT the Brick this week. I mean, JT doesn't even want to talk to me anymore.
I don't blame him.
Last game of the weekend, the Steelers are at the Ravens. The Ravens are 6.5-point favorites.
Yeah, why is it so big? Is it because the Steelers were just exposed last week?
I mean, it's a rivalry game. These two teams play. It is hard-hitting. It is nasty. I can't imagine that Baltimore is going to win by 6.5 points, so I'll throw it to you, Lindsay Baseball. What do you want to do here?
I'm going to pick Ravens, and that's my 2. But that is a big spread.
Young D.
Give me the Steelers. They're going to cover.
Hey, Cam.
My 1. That's my 2.
Okay.
That's how I feel, too. I think that I don't know who's going to win, but I think the Steelers are going to cover. That's my 2.
I only have a 1 left, so I'll take the Steelers as well. I don't think the Steelers win the game, but I don't think it's a 7-point game or a 6.5-point game. I'll take the Steelers. That's my 1. So there you go. There you have it. Picks against the spread. Nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Hey, Radio Tinder is right around the corner. But before we get there, I want to remind all the guys out there about Mark Reel and Real Father's Rights. You've met Mark Reel. He's been on the show before. He came out and hung out with us out at Rams training camp. I realized that was, quite a few months ago. Mark Reel and his team at Real Father's Rights, they're here to help you, gentlemen, because if you find yourself in a divorce or a custody battle, or maybe it's after the divorce and you're still fighting about money, more often than not, the family court really seems to lean towards the ladies' side rather than the fellas' side. So that's why Real Father's Rights is here to help the guys. Real, R-E-E-L, realfathersrights.com/710. Here's a phone number for you, 323-870-1611, 323-870-1611. I've been through it. I have been through the ringer. I can tell you guys from my experience, you better have the right legal team behind you to get you the justice and the happiness you deserve. Let's get real with Real Father's Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys. Radio Tender next.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming-LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming-LAX.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Are you looking to sell your home quickly and easily without having to do the repairs yourself or worry about whether or not buyers can qualify for new high interest rate loans? You need to call Seller's Advantage. Thousands of satisfied customers have already done this. They're the go-to choice for homeowners looking to sell their homes fast. Seller's Advantage will buy your home for a competitive cash offer and can close in just days. Not weeks, not months, days. No repairs are needed because they buy the home as is. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. It's no wonder why thousands of sellers have chosen Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage is the fastest and the most stress-free way to sell your home. If you're ready to sell now, call Seller's Advantage. Get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey everybody, it's Cappy. It's time to celebrate the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event, and my friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton are going to help you out. Now through January 2nd, buy or lease a new Subaru, and Subaru will donate $250 to a charity of your choice, like the Women's Club of Fullerton, who are dedicated to empowering women in the community. Get in on this soon, guys. You too can be in one of these sporty, safe, high-tech Subarus and also be part of a great cause. I'm in the Outback right now, and I am loving it. Go to OceanSubaruOC.com for more information. That's Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They make you smile at every mile. Insurance claim. Those two words used to instantly manifest a pit in my stomach. In fact, I get flashbacks of being lowballed and made to feel like a criminal. And of course, just being ignored. No insurance company is in a rush to fairly compensate clients, even though they unabashedly take our money every year. All of that's behind me now, and I'm never going back thanks to Avner Gatt. Dealing with insurance companies is all they do. Avner Gatt has one of the largest teams of professional licensed public insurance adjusters in California, and many of these people used to work for insurance companies. The team at Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle your claim. You also have some Avner Gatt adjusters with experience in handling hazardous materials, where asbestos and lead testing was their profession. Some of them used to work at law firms handling bad faith claims. Trust me, they know how to deal with any insurance claim dispute. Avner Gatt covers all of Southern California with a real passion for helping people, which becomes all the more obvious when you realize Avner and his family are still the ones answering the phones. So whatever unfortunate occurrence led you to the insurance claim and subsequent abusive relationship, being lowballed, ignored, judged, know that Avner has your back. And if somehow I still haven't convinced you, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Call today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256 and online at avnergatt.com.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
And it is Sedano Kap. Around 5:30 p.m. in the Southland, Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Oh, yeah. Ba-da-ba. Do-da-dee.
So this is for Rocky Balboa, which debuted in theaters in
Ooh, that one's
2006.
not good, man.
It's not.
It is not good.
Rocky Balboa, no good?
Rocky Balboa, like, just so it's clear, the Rocky franchise, for the most part, great. The
But the
Rocky
movie,
Balboa
yeah.
movie, bad.
Haven't seen it.
It's not good. It's depressing.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't do it. Hey, one thing about Tequila Mandala real quick. Andy, the guys know that I do this Tuesday, Thursday morning when I'm in town. I do a workout group over at Adrian Gonzalez's house, right?
Really?
That's a flex, and that's a total name drop. Just both of those things at the same
it was
time.
obvious. I picked up on that.
So the guys who all are in part of this workout group, they sent out a text the other day, and they said, hey, we're going to get a gift for Adrian and for our trainer. And so everybody's Venmo'd and everybody put in money, right? So later in the night, they sent pictures of the gifts that were given. Adrian, our host.
That this is Radio Tinder time, and you're telling stories about your, the trainer. What's up with
No,
that,
this
Cappy?
is wait, let me pay it off. You ready? So you have these gifts that were given, right? The pictures came in. Extra Añejo Tequila Mandala and Reposado Tequila Mandala. Both bottles delivered to my man Mario over at the Flex Lab, and he was sipping on that Tequila Mandala last night. And it wasn't me saying, hey, guys, let's get him Tequila Mandala. They got it on their own because they know Tequila Mandala, world class.
It's good stuff.
Always swipe right on on Tequila Mandala and Radio Tinder. All right, so speaking of anniversaries, back in 1996, Scream was released in theaters. And, of course, the famous line that the Ghostface guy asked was, what's your favorite scary movie? So that's what I'm asking you guys. What's your favorite scary movie?
Favorite? Ooh.
Was that Ghostface Killer?
It was the Ghostface Killer, but not Killa.
Okay, gotcha.
Different guy. Love him.
All right, scariest movie.
Favorite scary movie.
Favorite scary movie. What was the name of that movie where they're like in the first person, like, and they're running through the woods?
Blair Witch
Project.
Blair Witch, yeah.
What? That's your favorite scary movie?
I mean, it's kind of the first one that pops to mind. The one that freaked me out, though, the most in my life was, did you guys ever hear of a movie called Salem's Lot?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my God. My whole life, because I saw it when I was a little kid, and there's like a kid in his bedroom, and his dead brother is like floating outside of his bedroom window, and he's knocking on the bedroom window. And my entire life, I'm like petrified now that like dead little brother is going to be outside the window knocking on it. So that one was very impactful.
Mine is It. Like the original one that was like the made-for-TV, Stephen King's It. Tim Curry is so freaking scary in that movie. I was terrified when I was a little kid of that movie. And then finally, as I got a little bit older, and I finally had the courage to watch it through to the end, and I realized that he was just like a giant mechanical spider, I was like, oh, really? That's it? And like the clown was way scarier. Like he still scares me. I still have nightmares about him.
Okay. What about you, A-Cam?
I typically horror movies don't actually scare me. I usually find them sort of the setup too ridiculous. But I'll tell you a movie that I guess is sort of horror adjacent that is super intense and I found scary. It's a movie called The Green Room, and it's about this band that shows up to this like tiny club to play a gig, and it turns out that the place is run by these like white supremacists, and they get trapped there. It's really, really good. It's super intense too.
That escalated quickly.
What's the name of that one? It did, really. What's the name of that? Is it No Country for Old Men? Is that the name of the... Oh,
that's
dude,
a great movie.
That freaked me out. What's the guy's name who's the lead in that movie?
Oh,
scary as hell.
Javier Bardem.
God, that guy scared the hell out of me.
Patrick Stewart, by the way, plays the leader in The Green Room of the white supremacist group. Like, it's not the direction you expect it to go. It's really good.
DeAndre, what about you? Favorite scary movie?
You know what? I actually don't have, like, a favorite scary movie. I don't really watch scary movies like that.
What?
But,
I mean, come on, Scared.
what's the one with the dog? Annabelle? Is that the one I watched? That
Annabelle.
one. I watched that one recently. I thought it was pretty scary. I don't really watch scary movies.
Oh, you know what is a very good scary movie?
Me neither.
Babadook. That is the
I've
scariest
heard
scary
of it.
movie.
I've never seen it.
It's not my favorite, but it's the scariest in my opinion. The Babadook. It is freaky. That's a weird
I'm with you,
movie.
DeAndre. I'm not really into scary movies.
Oh, I love horror
Well,
movies.
in general, I'm terrible at watching movies. AK knows.
So disappointing.
All right.
Scared.
Next one, last one here for Radio Tinder. So, probably like 2 months ago, we talked about how the NCAA released the result of a study that is examining the harassment of student athletes, and how they're subjected, to bullying online, and found that 12% of abusive messages towards student athletes were sent their way by angry sports bettors. So basically, they're getting online abuse from people who are mad that they didn't win their bet, right? So I always assumed, I guess, that betting on collegiate athletics was illegal because in Ohio and like the shows I listen to, like Riz, when they talk about betting and stuff, like you can't make prop bets and you just can't bet on the student athletes at all. It's a law in Ohio. But apparently there's actually only 13 states that have a law against betting on college sports. And so earlier this week, the NCAA president said that they want to try and pass a law in Congress that would outlaw certain types of, like, mainly prop bets for student athletes and make it like a federal
law.
Like
the bets that are specifically
to
about players.
Correct. So, I want to ask you guys, do you think that they should ban all prop bets for student athletes? Swipe left or swipe right?
No is swipe left, right?
Correct.
Swipe left. I mean, first of all, not a chance in hell that's ever going to happen because
I disagree.
Do you know how much money the gambling industry is going to lose if you can't bet on the athletes? Like, if you can't put down prop bets on different
You can't in 13 states now, and it doesn't seem to impact things.
Well, I'm telling you right now, the other 47, like, this is not, or other 37.
I was gonna say, math in there.
The math ain't mathin'. It's too big of an industry, and I mean, if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of it, there's going to be too many of these different politicians who are going to need the lobbyist money from these organizations. Never going to happen.
I'm also going to swipe left, baseball. I really think that if you're going to say that the reason that gambling on college athletes should be banned because of online bullying, well, how do we ban everything that
it's because
does online
students.
bullying?
And again, I guess things change. Once again, this is a very gray area because now they get paid. But
right, they're all pros.
The idea is that they're students. They're still growing. They're not even full-grown individuals, and you shouldn't be subjected
Honestly,
to that type.
But here's the thing: this is not a gambling on college sports problem. This is an online problem. Like, this is an online culture problem.
Yes.
That is not going to get solved in terms of the abuse that they take just by banning this sort of stuff. What you're going to do is just. These athletes are going to get yelled at on Twitter. They're going to get yelled at on different social media platforms about something else. It's a social media problem.
Right. It's not right. Like, think about this. Like, okay, if you have a bet on a player and the player doesn't do what you hoped he or she would do, then you're going to go bully them online.
Right, which people do. And they're trying to just be more protective of our younger,
You know what? Hey, listen. Screw these younger kids. You know why? Listen, they can transfer anywhere they want to go.
But
So they can transfer anywhere they go. They can make millions of dollars playing college football. I mean, listen, they're pros.
Okay,
that's
let's
just
check.
it.
Let's check back in like 10 years and see what like the mental state is of these former collegiate athletes.
I don't
because
disagree
I
with
want to
you.
say that younger people in general have to deal with a hell of a lot more bullying just because of social media and the existence of the internet,
Lindsay,
which none of us ever had to deal
Lindsay,
with.
if you're asking me if I think that this is bad for the mental health of college athletes, my answer is yes. I'm just saying banning action on college sports is not going to solve the problem. That's all I'm saying.
I think it helps.
I think you're raising a real problem. I agree with you there.
Well, I'll just say this. Even when there wasn't Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat or LinkedIn or any other network, okay, when college athletes did not perform, there were death threats.
Oh, yeah.
There were physical threats. There were all kinds of things, and it wasn't just online bullying. It was real life bullying.
You don't think Cappy was hearing it from people during his crappy junior year at
Oh,
Pitt?
dude. When I went 0 for 4, the only thing that saved my life was that my buddy blocked the punt and the other buddy scored the touchdown. We won the game.
And that everybody knew that you rolled with Curtis Martin.
Right, that's right. And they knew that if they mess with me, Curtis had guys. That's all I'm saying. Hey, we're going to wrap things up here with Dealer's Choice coming up in a matter of moments, and then we're going to hand off to this Notre Dame-Indiana game as the college football playoff gets started. Before we do, I want to remind everybody one more time, look, we are well into the holiday season now. You are using Amazon every single day of your life, okay? That's just the way it is. You're on Amazon. You're buying everything from holiday gifts to dog food, okay? Amazon is a daily part of your life. But what is Amazon Pickup? Amazon Pickup allows you to send your orders to a secure pickup location that you choose. So rather than your packages sitting at your front door of your house or your apartment, they can go directly to a secure pickup location like an Amazon locker or a counter. You can pick up your packages on your own time, and when the package arrives, you're actually going to get an email with a confirmation that says, hey, your packages are here, they're ready to be picked up, and it's really awesome for when you're out and about and you're not going to be home, especially right now. It's the holidays, you're trying to wrap up your year, you're trying to probably see people, see clients, you're going to parties, whatever the case may be, now is the best time to try an Amazon locker or counter. It's a secure and convenient delivery solution to pick up your Amazon packages at no additional cost. Go to Amazon.com/pickupMVP, Amazon.com/pickupMVP. Dealer's choice and final thoughts coming your way next.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
Boom. I wish I still had my truck with the speakers.
Yeah.
I got pulled over right in front of Angel Stadium.
Too loud of music?
Too loud of music. A cop pulled me over. I'm like, I'm going in to play. I don't care that music is too damn loud. It was murder was the case that they gave me. Banging it. Couldn't wait to get in there. Pulled me over. Too loud.
It's Trav and D-Bar.
Back Monday morning after Greeny on LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event starts now at Carden Alleyway Hyundai. Experience the chill of winter and the thrill of savings with 0% APR on a brand new 2025 Hyundai Tucson, 2024 Elantra, Sonata, Santa Fe, Ioniq 5 for up to 48 months, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, enjoy peace of mind driving with America's best warranty. Carden Alleyway Hyundai just off the 91 freeway or online at CardenAlleyWayHyundai.com. Offer available to well-qualified buyers only. Subject to HMF credit approval. Expires January 2nd, 2025. Kick back at Lazy Dog Restaurants. Whether it's for the big game, a casual night out, or happy hour, even late night happy hour. Enjoy handcrafted meals, drinks, and craft beer. Find your closest location at LazyDogRestaurants.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Okay. Well, that is our final segment, music. Andy Kamenetsky's been in the last couple of days for Sedano. Andy will be in next week with Mike Trudell.
Indeed.
DeAndre's going to have a dealer's choice. We're going to hand it off to Young D. And that's happening right now, sucker. Had to sneak it in there.
By the way, Cappy, really quick, I was just telling DeAndre about some of the stuff that I put together for our best of shows.
Yeah.
And even if we're not on the air because you guys are on vacation, whatever, and people are out of town, it's the holidays, I will say that so our best of shows are going to be on Christmas Eve. We have an hour from 3 to 4, and then Friday, the 27th, from 3 to 5:30. They're hilarious. So even if we're not on, listen to them because they really are some of the best segments that we've done over like the past year.
Awesome. Great job by you. It is time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Seller's Advantage. If you want to sell your house before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer with no repairs needed. They make selling easy. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS. A no-obligation offer is yours. Or visit sellersadvantage.com. Young D, take it away and give me just a little bit of time at the end because I want to send out some love and some thanks to everybody here on our last broadcast of 2024.
Oh, I got you. This is going to be real quick. So, you know me. I love the gym. I try to get it in Monday through Friday. That's my, my gig. I like to get in early morning workout. It's always at 9 o'clock. Sometimes between 9 and 11. That's my goal. So the groups that go in the morning, normally older folks. I would say that the older people like to get in and get their workout out the way. I have one gym etiquette problem.
You have one what kind of problem?
Gym etiquette. This is what I call gym etiquette. Like, you go
Gym
in.
etiquette. Like
Gym
not
etiquette.
Not one word.
I thought you said genetic.
I thought he said genetic too.
Gym etiquette.
Etiquette.
Gym etiquette. Okay, I can't wait to hear this because I got a lot of gym etiquette things that I got problems with.
Sure you do.
So, I do my cardio at the end of my workout. Okay. I normally do the treadmill. I do a 3 or 6 incline at like a 4 to 5 speed.
Okay, how long?
I do a mile.
Only 1 mile?
Only do 1 mile. That's
so 15 minutes.
Yeah, correct. So
20 minutes maybe.
Yeah. So I always choose the treadmill to the end where there's not that many people around. Because I have a pet peeve when people come right next to me when there's treadmills all available. Like, I always like to have at least like 2 treadmills in between me.
Okay.
Because so there's times, I do sweat pretty hard. I'm, getting out. And then there's times I do pick up the speed and I like to run.
Yeah.
So I get real in tune with my workout.
Okay.
I have a problem with people coming right next to the treadmill right next to me when there's like 5 other ones that are open and available.
Yeah.
Stop coming right next to me when there's like 4 or 5 other treadmills wide open. You do not have to come right next to me.
I understand that.
That's all. That's like and also wipe down the equipment and re-rack your weights. That's like the last of it. That's it.
No, you have to re-rack your weights. You got to re-rack your weights, number 1. Number 2, you got to wipe down the equipment, okay? I feel you on that. And as far as like coming next to the treadmill, that's like somebody in a wide open parking lot parking right next to you.
I said to him, I was like, that sounds like when you guys complain how if you're at like a urinal and there's 6 urinals and you're at one and the guy comes right next to you. Isn't that similar? And he's like, yeah, same thing.
Right. It is. Like, give me some space.
What are you doing?
But I will just say this, as far as treadmills go, like one thing about my gym, I will always go to the same treadmill because there's these big fans that fly up above and like the wind blows and I'm like, I don't like the wind. So like this is the one treadmill I found in the entire bank of treadmills where I think I'm like not underneath the fan. So I hear what you're saying, DeAndre.
Years ago, I mean, this is probably like maybe 15, 20 years ago, there was a movie theater near me. It was one of those, like, they only show one movie, huge screen, big theater. And I showed up. It was a noon showing of a movie called Life Less Ordinary that did not do well. Like, it tanked opening weekend hard. So it was a pretty empty audience. I got in there, like, the previews had already started, so it was dark. And I'm just looking to sit down. I sit down, and I immediately hear, "What are you doing?" And I didn't see. There was this old woman in the chair next to me in this like almost entirely empty theater. And I just said to her, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I apologize. I'll get up." She's like, "Well, I just don't understand why you would sit down next to me." I was like, "Ma'am, I did not see you. I apologize. I will move." And she just keeps berating me. And finally said, "You know what? I'm not moving. I'm sitting here." And she's like, "You can't sit here." I go, "Yes, I can. I can sit here if I want." She's like, "Well, I'm going to go get an usher." I said, "Go get an usher." Oh. And she went and got the usher, and the usher's like, "Well, ma'am, he can sit here if he wants." And she got up, and she left the movie.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I stuck it to that old lady.
Wow. Yeah.
But you
tell
know what?
her.
I was trying to be nice. I kept offering. I'll get up. I'm sorry I didn't see you. And she was treating me like this deviant sitting down next to her. I'm like, you know what? I don't deserve this. So I'm keeping my seat, lady. She left.
I like it, A-Cam. I do. Hey, Andy, you know, yesterday I was telling you that I really like your goatee and how it's gray on the sides and how it's brown in the middle. Yep. It finally occurred to me who I think you look like with the color of the beard. Have you ever seen the wrestler Scott Steiner?
I know who you're talking about.
Oh,
Scott
dude.
Steiner.
Scott Steiner had these guns, dude. And he had these biceps that were just like rocks. And he would take to the ring and he'd say, you know, something like, Big Papa Pump is in town. And when Big Papa Pump's into town, all the ladies come around, you know?
I could do worse.
And it's like taking candy from a baby. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Good job, D. I like it. Gym etiquette.
That's all it is,
and
man.
That's
empty
right.
movie theater etiquette.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Don't park next to me in an empty parking lot. Hey, before we get out of here, can I just pump the brakes on the show for a quick second and say this? First of all, Lindsay Baseball, what a phenomenal year you have had producing this broadcast. Outstanding work.
Thanks.
Out of Lindsay Baseball.
Phenomenal.
DeAndre, oh my God, man. In 1 year, you have gone from never running a board in your radio life to now teaching other young kids who are coming up in our ecosystem about how to do what you do and how to do it so well. So great job by you, man. It is a pleasure to work with you guys. And I would just like to say on behalf of Sedano and myself, thank you to everybody. Thank you to our entire team at 710, from the entire on-air team to our entire social media team, people whose names you don't know, that you don't see, you don't hear from necessarily, but they make the station look and sound a certain way, a good way, by the way. They make it sound so good, by the way. By the way. And really on the other side of the building, the business side of the building, from Tommy Lamb and Chris Morales and our entire crew of people that are our marketing team that do such a great job, because in this industry at this time, people just don't do radio the way ESPN LA does radio. And it's a shining example for the rest of the industry around the country that it can be done, and it can be done well if you do it the way we all do it. You know, and by the way, and I say we, I mean, we're just small parts, but it's really, this radio station is amazing. And just a big shout out to everybody who works here and everybody who makes it great. And to all the listeners, by the way. I know we go back and forth. I know we have a lot of fun. You guys are great. And what makes you so great is how engaged you are in the radio station. So, like I said, on behalf of me, Sedano, Lindsay, DeAndre, Morales, and our entire team, we love you guys. And we really look forward to an exciting 2025 where things are going to even get better. How's that?
It's good. It's
All
touching.
right.
Very moving.
Hey, thank you very much. Comes from the heart, baby. Hey, one last thing before we get out of here, because, again, I mentioned the business. This is what we do's around here. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, my man, Omar. You spent 22 years in the U.S. Army. Every time I see you, I'm going to tell you thank you for your service, okay? I will. I'm going to do it every single time. Omar went from the Army, didn't know what he was going to do, got into sales, got into auto sales, got into Subaru, and said, I love this. And what he loves is he loves to get people into brand new Subaru products. I'm driving this new Forester right now. I can't believe how much more headroom there is. And because there's so much more headroom, now I've got so much greater visibility with my windshield. I love the vehicle. I compare it to driving around while sitting in a Lazy Boy. That's how comfortable it is driving this brand new Forester. Right now, it's the Share the Love event happening at Subaru and Ocean Subaru of Fullerton in particular. You want to make a donation when you buy or lease a brand new Subaru, it can go to the ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, Meals on Wheels, or the National Park Foundation. But if you want that money to stay local, the Women's Club of Fullerton is our local charity of choice, an incredibly worthwhile organization that has their tentacles into everything in Orange County. So come on down. See Omar. This is a great time to buy a car or lease a car because we're at the end of the year. And you know how dealers are. They want to move out the 24s because they're bringing in the 25s. Go to OceanSubaruOC.com. That's Ocean Subaru OC. We're at 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. We will make you smile at every mile. ACAM, have a great week. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. We will see you on social media while we're off. Make sure you stay tuned for all of our best of. And on behalf of the entire team here at Sedano and Kap, we love you. We appreciate you. Peace out, everybody.
And coming up next, we've got the college football playoff first round game, number 10, Indiana at